Hey everyone, and we're live. It is Monday, May 31st. The time is 10 minutes after 5 p.m. And the temperature, according to my watch, is 21 degrees Celsius, but it feels a lot hotter than that. I'm here at a random parking lot, not too far from where I live in Midtown. Let's see if I can... There I am, just chilling with my way too long hair and my way too long sleeved shirt, rocking my mask on my sleeve. I can't be the only one who does that. It's just a convenient place to keep it. Yahia says, and we're starting the stream from the same place again. But we're gonna go somewhere I've never been before on this stream. Not just I've never been before on this channel, but where I've never streamed before. We're gonna cover some familiar ground, and then there's a ravine right around the corner from here, and I'm gonna see if I can cut through that and end up at Lawrence Avenue. Hello Godwin and everyone else joining in. It's so bright right now. I've got the sun directly behind me and I can't see shit on the screen, even though I have the brightness all the way up. So I apologize for that. Oh, Evie's here. Richard is here, like Superman. So that is Yonge Street. So we're just gonna head there and go north for a few blocks. Then we're gonna, I think, walk over to the Chatsworth Ravine. Although I may pull an audible and change that. There's Home Appliances Food Co. I'm aiming for this one to be about an hour long. I would like to order some food and get ready. I'm actually going to meet a friend tonight. You're allowed to do that when you live alone in this province. And I'm going to watch the Maple Leafs play the Habs. So I'm trying to squeeze this in before I do that. And I know yesterday I said I was going to live stream today. I was like, wouldn't this be a nice day to take off? But let's squeeze one in before the end of the month. And tomorrow or Wednesday I'll be doing a cycling stream. The last piece of the puzzle came today in the mail, or in the mail from Amazon. So I should finally have my final ultimate cycling stream set up. Here's a look at an area that'll be used as a patio. I'm guessing for this restaurant here. It's an Italian restaurant. So everyone's got their fingers crossed that the first few weeks into June, I mean, we should be doing it now. It's pretty stupid that we're not, but at least we're only a week or so away, or 2 weeks from getting to sit outside. NJ Walk says, what do you think about the 550 vaccinated workers going to see the Leafs? I think it's a start. I think Patrick Brown did a good job of rallying the province to allow that. They could easily have a few thousand people in the arena, but it's good that we're having some positive signs. The province was under 1,000 cases for the first time in several months. So, not to dwell on this stupid virus situation, but it's undeniable that we're heading in a very good direction right now. There goes Toronto Fire. So if you're wondering where we are in the Yonge and Eglinton neighborhood, north of Eglinton. This is Yonge Street. I'm sure you're familiar with this if you watch this channel. Susan says Stumbles didn't rant last night. I probably had a few rants last night. But There's some East Coast music. What do you do with a drunken sailor blasting from a Hyundai? Here's a New York plate. So something kind of funny happened today. I got a package sent to me by a company that sent me an item to review, and I don't normally accept those because usually it's more like I'm being bribed. Here, take our free product and give us a positive review. And I said, well, I'm not going to review it, but I will open it up on my other channel, Stumbles. They contacted me here. So if you send it to me, there's no guarantee I'll say anything good about it, and I'm going to show it off on my other channel. And they still sent it to me anyways, which was cool. And it came from Amazon, the US. But my package was already opened, and inside it was the insert for AirPods Pro. So someone, probably at Amazon or their delivery company, ripped open my package, saw what inside it wasn't very good, and they stuffed part of the packaging from what I can only assume is a stolen AirPods Pro into my box. So when I open that up on my Stumbles channel, I might do that Wednesday night. It's kind of a first impressions / unboxing, but I'll show you the weirdness that was inside the Amazon box. So hopefully there isn't a person, I'm sure there is, who ordered a rather expensive set of wireless earbuds and they can't use them because some idiot decided to help themselves to the package. And luckily I wasn't getting anything that expensive. So that'll be, if I have time on Wednesday night, I'll do that. I'm thinking I'll probably do a regular stream in the afternoon on Wednesday. Godwin says Lululemon. Bevy says Godwin has a question for you. I try to get to questions, guys, but it's kind of not always practicable to do it. There's a look back towards Lululemon. Michelle Briggs says reveal what the thief did. And you know what's weird? I watched, well, the Amazon guy knocked on my door and he left my first package, which was the missing piece of the puzzle for my cycle live streams. So yesterday I unboxed a Elgato 4K cam link. There's one more piece of hardware I need. And I got that. He knocked on my door, and then I watched him through the peephole because I always want them, I wasn't wearing a mask, so I didn't want to open the door in front of him. So I watched him get onto the elevator. So I opened the door, I grabbed my package. Then 1 minute later, I hear ruffling at my door, and the same guy was back on my floor, and he dropped off the ripped open package. So I thought that was kind of suspicious. Like, why wouldn't he have brought both packages at the same time? Chris Mills says, hey everyone. Andy Wood says, us peepeed at him. Well, I usually just wait. Same thing with the Uber delivery guys. I'll wait till they're back by the elevators. And I was not dressed, I was in my underwear. I didn't want to open the door in front of him. But I usually wait till they're away from the door before I open it. Teratopia, I have a thing called a peephole in my door. So this is Craighurst Avenue, so I hope everyone's having a good Monday. And for those in America, happy Memorial Day. And for those here in Canada, bracing for the playoffs tonight. It's Game 7. I think I read an article saying the Leafs should just forfeit the game and get it over with. Oh, Maroof is here. Hello, Maroof. So we're just gonna head a little bit further south of here. And I'm going to test this connection through a wooded area. It's not going to be a very long ravine walk. It's probably the shortest one in Toronto. But it's something I'm curious about. So we're going to be flirting with a disconnect possibly. Here's Lytton Boulevard. We've streamed along here before. That's a very nice residential street. And speaking of that, tomorrow's video that I'm uploading right now, that's nearly an hour long, that I recorded earlier today, is through the Moore Park neighborhood. Moore Park's just north of Rosedale. It's very much a continuation of Rosedale. And there's the Roots. I was going to go over to Flemington Park. I even started researching the area and I had some information ready. And then another Toronto walktuber posted a walk, Jerome Forestwood, through Flemington Park. So I thought, do I really want to do almost the same walk one day after him? So I decided that I'm going to hold off on that. Maybe I'll do that later this week. And yes, Bevy, I will be doing the islands at some point very soon, as long as this weather holds up. And Mark Lang in the house. Tech Needs Tea needs to be right back. Teratopia says that Jerome guy is a robot. He cranks out the videos. I can't keep up with that pace. Although he doesn't narrate his, it's a little different. If I was doing silent videos, I could do 3 or 4 a day probably, but it really slows you down when you decide to narrate them. There's a really nice looking residential street, Alexandra Boulevard. Yeah, Bevy's requested the islands, and another Patreon or patron has requested the islands, so we'll get around to that. And tomorrow on Stumbles, last month's members video will be live. And that was a rainy walk along Front Street West. So I've got that set for 12 p.m. tomorrow. Walk to the lighthouse when you go to the island. I know what lighthouse you're talking about. The problem is the islands are so big that I don't think I can... And the interesting areas are so far away. It's definitely something that'll probably be better covered by a scooter than walking. Godwin says he should do some research for his walks. So far you do 0. Well, you're just starting, Godwin. I used to not do anything. To research today's walk, what's hilarious, I looked at I did a walk through Moore Park 2 years ago, and I ended up planning almost exactly the same route. And then when I went to do my thumbnail, I chose exactly the same thumbnail again, without knowing what my prior thumbnail was. So I decided to change that, and I made it something different just for the sake of that. Brett says, when are you expecting the scooter to arrive? I don't know. I talked to Amazon yesterday about it, and they said they'd get back to me within a few days to let me know when that damn scooter is arriving. What's up, big guy? Hopefully the connection is holding up. My secondary connection here is almost out of data, and I didn't yet top it off. I can purchase an extra 5 gigs to give myself a little bit of breathing room. Susan says, what's for dinner? That's a good question. I'm going to be watching the hockey game in a friend's backyard. not violating any of the restrictions. So it'll probably be an order a pizza kind of night. And just up ahead is Glen Grove Avenue. So when I get to the bottom of the dip here, we're going to say goodbye to the city and hello to nature. I have a rough plan for this in my head. I think if I can navigate this ravine without losing a connection, that'll spit us out at Lawrence and Avenue Road. And then I'll just head south, maybe down Avenue, back to Eglinton and finish around Eglinton Park maybe. Vivian says, wow, 15 minutes and 229 people. Thank you everyone for tuning in. So either tomorrow or Wednesday afternoon, I will attempt what should be the first flawless cycling stream. Godwin says ravines are terrible for cellular. Yeah, we're gonna go into the belly of the beast and test it right now. Hey, it's not an area the cell providers would prioritize having signal, and then you have all the tree canopy to deal with. So if we can maintain a decently good 1080p picture through the ravine, then that gives me hope. And one of the reasons I want to do this is I want to test it because I'm going to plan on doing some cycling videos where I go through ravines and things like hydro fields where cell signals might not be that great. And I'm going to use the same setup that I'm using now in terms of having two providers. So if the stream dies in this ravine, whoops, but hopefully it doesn't. Also, I live right around the corner from this place, but I've never been here before. You might recall last week I went into the Alexander Moyer Gardens and I walked through the Lawrence Park Ravine and into a really nice neighborhood known as Sherwood Park. Godwin says, so you use both Freedom and Rogers. Yes. And that was the last piece of the puzzle I need for live streaming. Is I bought a wireless Wi-Fi adapter, so I have two Wi-Fi cards now on my laptop, so I can use both connections without having any cables dangling. Luca, £5 for a drink during the next home live stream. Luca, thank you. Thank you very much. And that next home live stream might be on Wednesday. I have that item to unveil. I'm just gonna have a quick sip of water right now. I'll sit down here in the Duplex Avenue Park. So we're gonna cut across the park and head on over to, sorry, €5, yeah. And head on over to the Chatsworth Ravine. I've got my Still Smells Like Rosé blender bottle. I don't put anything in that bottom compartment. This is something I'll be doing more this year, is stopping and taking breaks during these streams. I wasn't really doing that since I started. This cold water is good. I put a giant ice cube in here, and it is now just a tiny ice cube. Alright, so what happens next is if the connection doesn't hold up in the ravine, I guess we'll leave it. And we'll, oh, Luca, have a good night. Thank you for the super chat, Luca. Yes, this hair needs cutting. Also, my building turned the water off this morning, so I had to shower with like 2 minutes worth of water. Good thing I got that 2-in-1 shampoo. I didn't have to waste any time separately washing and then conditioning. I could just do it all at once. Guys, please don't associate me with your light bulb changing. So here's one last look at Yonge Street. And then we're gonna turn around and venture into the wilderness. Dan says, looks like I'm growing facial hair. No, I'm one of those freaks that can't do that. But this stream is officially brought to you by Fructis 2-in-1 shampoo. Johnny strides to stay-at-home order lifts on Wednesday. Well, I think it's spiritually already lifted. So hopefully, guys, we're able to hit this ravine up ahead. Susan says, who wins? Who was 2-in-1 in Quiplash in rap battle? We'll never know. Maybe someone a bit trolly. I don't know. Ooh, I'm walking directly to the sun. We are not yet in the ravine, but we're going to be going to the Chatsworth Ravine. Full disclosure, I've never been in it. I'm kind of in an experimenting mood. We'll see if our connection holds up. Hi from summertime Germany, 3 weeks. I will start my first live stream from Dusseldorf, Germany. Karsten 2409 Travel with the €5. Thank you so much, and good luck on your first live stream. Will it be one of these in real life, out in the boot streams? Maybe I should have ended with Yonge Street rather than start. But we're gonna cross this park, and then we're gonna head up to Duplex Avenue and then cut through the ravine. And I think that'll be a good thing. We'll be in the ravine because you don't want to walk west directly into the sun. So hopefully the connection's holding up. Karsten may encounter the burp guy. So we're going to take the unofficial route out of the Duplex Park. I think it's called Duplex Parkette or Park. There'll be a sign up here. Jeanette Morales, $5 American. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you so much. Oh, here comes a cyclist. I'm going to stand out of their way while they make their way down. Bevy is just seen 2-in-1. Well, some people just have a good sense of logic and practicality. Others, not so much. So this is taking us up to Duplex. My walk around did a video that went down Duplex not too long ago. And there's where we're heading. So let's see if we can cross over. Do you think global warming is really warming Toronto? I 100% believe in global warming, but I also think you can't say if this is impacted by global warming or not. There's always anomalies and temperature swings all throughout the history of time. So it's impossible for anyone to say with any certainty that what hot day or what hot season is global warming related. Oh, this is the Glenview Parkette. So this is not connected to the park we were just at, where the Burke Brook runs through. But Johnny, do you know that this is CJ Hoyle's old bike commute? No, I don't. But this is the Burke Brook. And here comes some unexplored territory for me. I'm a little bit nervous to see if the connection can hold up. I've never been here. It looks like there's a hell of a tree canopy. So we might just be turning around and running out of here if this thing doesn't work. Also, there's zero chance I'm riding my bike up this. Let's see if the boogeyman is down here waiting for us. It's okay, I'm armed with my kung fu. Don't get attacked by a squirrel. So here is the brook. Siren Song. I would just Google Map that. I'm not sure. But you would absolutely fly down this on a bike. And I think 99% of the population would be walking their bike up that. Clayton always with the smart comments. All right, let's go through the ravine. Oh, there's a person down here. Gonna let this little kid come through while we come take a look. If you guys could let me know how the connection is holding up. I'm assuming we're okay. But if this works, this will also sort of empower me to venture further away from the city into nature areas on these live streams. Right into the sun. Right into the sun. Okay guys, I gotta take a... I stepped in something. Stepped in some pebbles or something. There's a look at the fantastically 2-in-1 shampooed hair. I literally had almost no water. They told us they're shutting off the water at 9 a.m. and when I woke up, I realized it was after 9 a.m. So I did what anyone would do. I took a shower anyways, and I turned on the tap. It had like 1/5 the amount of normal pressure. So I quit the 2-in-1. Can we, inside a teepee? Is this a teepee? Look at this. Seating down. Oh, was there bad signal there, guys? Lagging, lagging, lagging. Maybe it was from going into the teepee. I'm gonna check the stream right now. Oh yeah, we are lagging a little bit. It's looking a little choppy. Oh, here comes a group of kids. I'm just gonna let these kids go by. Lisa, this is the second wood teepee we've seen. I'm just letting this group of... There's a group of tweeny boppers passing. Just thought I'd let them stroll by. Note to self, do not go in the wooden teepees. Okay, do I want to cross here or not? Do we want to cross this bridge? So we seem to have hit a fork in the road, and I was not anticipating this when I half-assed looked at Google Maps before this walk. Let me see where we are here. So I think I want to be on the right side of the brook here. Yeah, Tech, it's a little laggy, but there's not much I can do, so if I don't get the connection warning, we're just going to keep on moving. Some woods. Let's go take a look at the I was expecting there to be some connection hiccups down here, but I'm pleasantly surprised that it's not terrible. But I think I got myself on the right side of the brook. Eddie Chin says, here we go again. Game 7, go Leafs go. So this will kick us out by a number of schools, including Havergal College, which I think has a number of very notable alumni. Oh, here's like a not great teepee. Yeah, Jack, I can see the picture chugging on my screen. Hopefully, when we get up out of the ravine here and into this open field, we can get the signal a little better. Funny dog. Well, if you ever come here, had I have chosen to go to the other side of the brook, that's where it would have taken me. So this fork in the road here was a win-win situation. Watch out for hogweed. I don't even know what that is. And look at this. We're now in a big park. So I think you could take that walkway there up some of these side streets. I'm just going to walk through and go over to this street here. My goal is to get up to Avenue and Lawrence. And then from there we can head south. I don't even know what school this is. Mr. Howard says they went to school here. you go. That was the Chatsworth Ravine. Glenview, says Mr. Howard. Thank you, Glenview. Or thank you, Mr. Howard. So hopefully the connection has straightened itself out. I'm just walking straight into the sun here. Melody, no we don't, but we had a Victoria Day last weekend. I noticed today, I looked at my meager stock portfolio and only a few of them were moving today. Just the Canadian ones, all the American ones weren't. So I'm assuming Memorial Day was the culprit. Marquez says Ryan Ride stream was great last night. Yeah, Ryan streamed right after my Stumble stream. We did a bit of a handoff. Completely unplanned. And he had a disconnected microphone, so the first part of the stream didn't sound the best, but once he got that sorted, it was excellent. So good job to Ryan Rides for the great live stream last night. And when Amazon finally sends me my damn e-scooter, I'll see if we can arrange something with Ryan and Triple T. Maybe we could all go to the islands or something and scoot about. I'm not sure how live streaming will work from the islands, actually. That'll be an interesting one. Oh, look at this. Where the heck are we? And here's a big school. Let's peek into the schoolyard here. That looks pretty lush. With the e-scooter, you will be before me an Evil Knievel jump. What school is this? Let me see here. That's the Lawrence Park Collegiate Institute. You know, if it has the name Lawrence Park in it, it's one of those la-di-da kind of places where us non-privileged financially folks don't get to go. I'm sure it's a damn nice school though. Novell. Back to walking live streams, how pedestrian. Look at this. We have a roundabout. What a nice centerpiece for a roundabout. So I think what's just beyond there is one of the most prestigious secondary schools in all of Canada. So there's a whole lot of fancy schools in this area. The school you never attended because you're a Trekkie and not an astronaut. Can I cut through? Is this Havergal on the left? There's no traffic. because that would be Lawrence Avenue straight ahead. What is this? Just a random building with no signs? It looks like Havergal. I think it is. I think we're on a very snooty... Are we on widescreen here? Nope. Private school. So just to the south of here on Avenue Road, the same street, is Upper Canada College. And that's a very high-end all-boys private school. And this is the girls' equivalent, Havergal. So this is probably a more recent addition. Oh, they have EV parking, so I wonder if I can snake my way over to Avenue Road through the campus here. Renee asking, why are all caps bad? I'll answer that, Tech. There were certain people that were just constantly putting their messages in all caps. So I made it a rule that you can't chat in all caps, because why not? It's annoying and it's a pet peeve of mine. It's my channel, so I made that a rule. So that's where that came from. One word in caps, Jen, is fine. It's just... Okay, so I'm not sure where exactly on the campus we are. But this is sure some very lush, nice green grass. This is the kind of grass you want to go barefoot across. Eddie says, your channel, your rules. Yeah, I try not to make too many rules. You know, don't be racist, don't be sexist, don't be hateful. Common sense stuff, don't use all caps. I think that kind of fits the theme, maybe. All right, so we're hitting a fence. Can I even get out of here? Johnny hops a fence. Hey, a teepee was started to form here. All right, guys. I am north of 40, so hopping this fence is not going to be an option. Action VJ says this is a nice place. Yeah, I think Action Kid tried to do a college in Brooklyn and security wouldn't let him. Fortunately, I've been through York and U of T now, and in both instances no one took issue. But I think I'm on the wrong side of the college here. I'm just pulling up Google Maps. I don't think I want to be... Yeah. Oopsie doopsie. This is all going to be fenced in. So we're going to have to backtrack. Sorry about this, guys. We have a choice. Do I head up to busy Lawrence, or do we stay in the nice, serene, peaceful Havergal College? What I should have done was gone left at that building, and I think I could have walked north through the campus there. Do we want to do that? Do we want to try to roam through the campus? There's no doubt Some security guy who has his eye on me. Oop. Here, I'll get it. I haven't thrown a frisbee in like 10 years. Oh. You're welcome. All right. Perfect frisbee throw. She caught it. I knew I made the right choice. So we're gonna go behind whatever the heck this building is. Deborah Ball, I entered from over there, but I'm assuming we can cut through the campus this way. At least until some angry security person kicks me off. We are on private property. But it's Canada. There's an almost 100% chance that they're polite about it. Ooh, a bridge. So that's probably the brook that we walked along in the ravine. Look at this. Imagine this is your high school. There's clearly been some movies and television filmed here. And hopefully the connection is decent to experience this. Bucky Smith says Rushmore. Was that filmed here? And here I am thinking I'd have my lazy butt back home within an hour of setting out. So this is all new. This is a gorgeous campus. Oh, here's another trail we could have taken. Stay out of brook. Stay away from water. So the sign on the right is for the intellectuals, and the sign on the left is for us common folk. I see what they're doing. They're intelligence shaming us. And look at that, the fancy kids get to play frisbee golf. Oh, I think I see tennis courts back there. I don't think I want to walk all the way over there and see them. Ooh, this grass was just watered. My feet are getting wet. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let's go up. Aha! So I'm guessing this is where the field hockey goes down. I will say, the girls have it a little nicer than the boys. This is a nicer school than Upper Canada College. They would probably not let me through here if school was in session. There's a creepy dude walking through the campus, filming people. Yeah, there's a 0% chance. This would be cool if school were in session. Look at this building. That is stunning. Frisbee golf. So we should get a pretty iconic look at the school from up front here. And then I will be on my merry way. Here's the grand entrance. Look at that, not one security person. Well, thank you, Havergal College, for having me as a guest. I think the flag is at half staff due to the unfortunate findings in British Columbia. I think unfortunate is too nice of a word to use for that. So you can go to havergal.on.ca if you're interested in sending your daughter to a very snooty, expensive school. Alright, now we got some nice breeze going on. Here comes the good old 61 bus. That'll be running up to Highway 401, turning around, then heading back south down to Eglinton, then over to Eglinton Station. If you're a bus driver, that's got to be one of the easiest routes you could get. You'd probably be bored. It's just the same short turnaround every time. So there's Havergal. Brad Palmer, $5 super sticker. Thank you, Brad Palmer. So now we begin our march south on Avenue. And there's a very nice residential neighborhood. I think this neighborhood is known as Lytton Park. And it's one of those rich old money / new, probably from the tech industry money kind of neighborhoods. Here's Glenview Avenue. This house looks like it belongs in Disney World. Eddie Chin says puck drop in an hour. Yeah. I am getting my butt back home. And then I'll head on out and watch the Leafs. Jeanette, have a good night, Jeanette. Thank you for dropping by, and thank you for your earlier super chat. Techniques T says that would fit in at Disney. Sorry for the wind noise, guys. I did not bring my external microphone. I am walking straight into a wall of wind right now. no commentary on the dude biking. Oh, I've banged that drum a number of times. Trying to keep the amount of positivity greater than the amount of negativity. I know that's difficult for someone like me, but I'm trying. Ooh, do not go rollerblading on this street, folks. That'll give you some very sore feet. So like I was saying earlier, I think either tomorrow or Wednesday I'm going to do my first, what should be official, bike stream without incidents on this channel. Wednesday night I'm looking, I don't know what time, but I'm going to do, I hope to do a quick live stream on my other channel, Johnny Stumbles. That one will be looking at a new product that was sent. Also, I will show everyone my new AirPods Pro packaging that I didn't get because someone at Amazon or their delivery company decided to open up packaging. And I hope later this week I can get to the islands. I hope I can get my scooter. If I don't go to the islands this week, I will promise to go there next week, weather permitting. It's gonna happen. Oh, it's Glencairn Avenue. What's really weird about Glencairn Avenue, wow, look at that. I've never seen that. There's a, we're not gonna go all the way down there, but there's a huge house. But what's really weird about it is just to the west, there's a subway train or a subway station on Glencairn Avenue, surrounded by like little bungalows. It makes no sense. The rat who plays Danganronpa. Hey Johnny, I tuned to your channel and you mentioned Disney World. It's a small world yesterday. Good to see you out and about. Here's $10 to a Leafs win and some beer. Well, that win is far from guaranteed, but thank you very much for the $10. It's good to see you here. And Marie Palmer, can't let Brad away with that, lol. And we love these streams. What did Brad say? I missed it. But Marie, thank you very much for your $10. This is called Johnny Marches Home. Oh, we've been down here before. I've been in this way. There's a lawn bowling club and a tennis court. So I was originally going to head south down to Eglinton Avenue and then over, but I thought I would have been there by now. I've clearly got my timing screwed up. So I think we're going to take Lytton here. So we're going to finish this one up residential style. And I'll see if I can get my way down to Eglinton Park. And what I'll do is I'll save Eglinton Avenue for a future date. He gave me $5, Johnny. Oh, did I miss the super chat? I didn't have any notification for it. Guys, if I missed a super, I'm very sorry. Here's Lytton Boulevard. This is a very swanky street. This is part of the neighborhood Lytton Park. If we see a house for sale, we can play the guess the price game. Funny Dog $5 towards some hooch for tonight's game. Oh, Funny Dog, you keep my fridge well stocked with hooch. Thank you. But you know what? Instead of buying hooch, I think I'm going to make an offer on this house. It looks like a very good future. Or should I buy this one? Wow. It's like a castle motif. That's a wide. But that one is very nice. So let's keep marching. That car slowed down and looked right at me. And now he's looking back over his shoulder at me. Okay, Mr. AMG. You want to dance? Let's dance. Maybe he just wants to say, are you Johnny? Jelly be gone. Go Leafs go. Enjoy the good times in the backyard. Jelly be gone. Thank you. Jelly be gone. I truly hope, if you're a hockey fan, whichever team you support wins. I know that's not possible, but nothing sucks more than watching your favorite team or athlete get eliminated. I was in a lot of pain when Michael Chandler lost the other night. Mark H, $5. Have some munchies with that hooch. Thank you. Thank you very much. You get half a thumb for that. Just the tip. Thank you, Mark. So we're strolling along a beautiful street. I think I've streamed along here once before, but that was in the winter. All the trees were bare. There's people walking at me. Let's cross over to this side. Ooh, that one looks super modern. It's basically a cube with a thing sticking out of it. Not seeing too many for sale signs. Is that a guy jogging with a helmet on? Maybe, but I went to school with a kid that had to wear a helmet anytime he did anything athletic. I don't know what exactly his condition was, but if he took any type of bump on the noggin, he'd be in serious trouble. So I think it's John Olerud of the Blue Jays had some condition where even when he played in the infield, he had to wear a helmet. I don't know what kind of flag that is. Look at this house. Is that like your little smoker's balcony there? You could play Hollywood Squares in that house. Ooh, this one's pretty. That one's pretty, but this one on the corner up here is really pretty. Is this the guy that was looking at me? That one has some picture-perfect landscaping. French Acadian flag, says Bucky. So in tomorrow's video, through Moore Park, I walked by a house that was for sale for $4.9 million. Had 5 full bathrooms. Imagine a house where every bathroom is at least a 3-piece. And they probably just weren't those little half tubs that you could never actually take a bath in either. I like this one. Welcome to Johnny Talks Real Estate, having zero knowledge of real estate. Ooh, do we have a for sale sign here? I think we have a for sale sign, folks. Let me try to guess the price. Okay. This house is for sale. Do we have a street number? I don't have a street number on it. I do not have a street number. If someone wants to look that up, whatever that is, I'm gonna say 4.5 million for that bad boy. nouveauhomes.ca. Random house, whichever one you are. Oh, I'm gonna cross the street here. Stay out of the way of this guy pushing a kid. Ooh. This one is quite tasteful. Yes, somebody check that website. Ryan M says 8 million. I think 4 or 5 is probably correct. It looks pretty damn big. And I think a live stream around the bridle path will be in order this year as well. Ooh, this is very nice. Oh. That guy just said hi to me. He said, "Hey man, what's up?" Okay, so straight ahead is, so I overshot Eglinton Park, oopsie doopsie, but straight ahead is Yonge Street. And there's a church. Ooh. A TV show. Park your pretentious vehicle perfectly in front of your very nice home. Okay, so we're just gonna head down Duplex for a bit here. I think 9.5 million. There's some really beautiful old churches on this street. I think a church has to be at least 80 years to be nice to look at. And if it's any newer than that, they are generally hogwash to look at. Might as well just build a barn. Why did they get away from the beautiful craftsmanship? I'm sure someone knows. I'm sure it's to do with cost. The same reason why they stopped building Art Deco style buildings. But still, it's a shame. Put zero effort into new churches. There's a rant for you. I don't go to them, but I like to look at them. That's the car all the local kids throw eggs at. I see a whole bunch of people on this side of the sidewalk. I think I better cross over. So just to my east is Yonge Street, where we already walked. But that's that same car, that Mercedes. They must be looking at real estate or something, because that guy is just driving around the neighborhood craning his neck. I always thought this was super tacky. Who puts that on their little tin garage? Maybe they're being ironic and making a commentary about their neighbors. What time is it? It's 6:20. I gotta get my butt in gear. It's 104 in Vegas. That's pretty hot. So if you're a cyclist, I've mentioned this before, and you want to go north to south, and you don't want to ride on Yonge Street, this is the perfect street for you. Traffic doesn't move too fast. It's parallel to Yonge, and you can take it. It's called Jedburgh, north of Lawrence, but you can take it from Young Lawrence Village all the way to Davisville. So there's zero excuse to be riding that bicycle on the sidewalk on Yonge. Not that there's ever a valid excuse for that anyways. Here's another one of those beautiful old churches on the street. I think this one's even nicer than the last one we went by. Let's cross over. The Anglican Church of St. Clement. So that's Briar Hill Avenue. The manicuring on this, or these grounds, is that the right word? Manicuring? Do you manicure a property? Either way, the landscaping is A+. And often, where there's a Catholic school, there's a church of the same name. There's St. Clement's School. And here's St. Clement's Avenue. So I'm sure you can see the towers of Yonge and Eglinton straight ahead. And right here is where I started my bike stream yesterday. And on that note, maybe I'll head back over there. They're planning to build a 14-story building here. These kids are doing burpees or something. There's the look south Y&E. So guys, I think I'm gonna sign off in this very parking lot. So I hope you all have a good night and enjoy the Maple Leafs if you're watching that, and if you don't, have a good night doing whatever it is you do. You've got almost full circle. I started the stream just a block south of here anyways. Thank you to Tech Needs Tea and Bevy YHZ for modding until she admits that 2-for-1 shampoo is the best. That Z will be a Z. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Thank you to all the super chats. You guys were awesome again tonight. Thanks to everyone who hung out in the Stumble stream last night. Don't know when my next stream will be. Probably tomorrow or Wednesday. It'll be a bike stream. And then I think Wednesday night I'll do a Stumbles live stream from home, just a short one. I'm apparently we're trespassing, folks. Please don't report me. Alright guys, time to say goodbye, have a good night, and go Leafs.